The theme of this year's exchange was this global decline in reading. And the claim is that students are no longer reading.
That reading is a time waste and makes things harder rather than more understandable. And cheating, I wrote a whole story about this. Cheating has kind of become normalized in the sense that students more openly talk about doing it and why they do it.
So AI, K-12, fragmentation of attention, or some kind of a generational attitude. I would love to hear one or more of you speculate on what is the cause of this problem that we're fighting.
Resist the urge to make assumptions. And that includes making assumptions about what your students should already know in regard to reading skills based on the course level.
Help them to think more critically, express their own authentic thoughts, and move beyond simply completing tasks for a grade.
So in that sense, the combination of a strong reading habits with a strong self-regulation is clearly very key in the successful trajectory of any student.
But if we're going to change students' relationship with reading, we need to establish or reestablish the joy in reading.
But reflectively, how they view their own work and what they're doing when they write.
Extractive version of reading that we've seen, that reading is a right answer. If you can put that right answer right in front of them and then take it apart as a group activity, I think that can be a really good way of helping students to start build the muscle of being better consumers and readers of AI.
What they decided within those discussions is that they were only going to use AI reading assistants when they had a pain point in their reading process which would cause them to disengage from it. I think that was a really important and helpful conversation to have.
If we as teachers want to teach them to read actively, we need to encourage them to post comments that share their frequent observations, responses to and questions about the text, and to socialize with each other as they do to create an authentic learning community.
I think the platform has a real value of really creating a collaborative learning environment. And so it just turns passive reading into, an active and interactive process that we're not just absorbing content, we're analyzing it in real time.
And I think it can be very useful for that as long as we keep that sort of human need at the center of the equation.
That reading, written language, helps us develop more and more complex thoughts, more and more sophisticated forms of understanding.